Well, hi, y'all.
Today we're going to be making some pumpkin biscuits.
Yes, wonderful, delicious stuff. If you never tried it, I encourage you to give it a go. So here we are. We're going to get started. In a large bowl, you're going to combine your flour, which is
Three and a half cups.
And then we're going to add what?
Half a cup of packed brown sugar. 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
And guys, we'll leave the recipe below for you so you don't have to try to rush and write all this down.
1 teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of baking soda.
All right, we're going to give that a little mix up here. I'm going to use this later. That's the only reason I'm using it. You don't have to do that. You can whisk it together with a fork or whatever. I'm just being a little lazy this morning. Okay, we'll mix that all together. And then I'll tell you a trick to real fluffy biscuits. Make sure your butter is super duper cold. So what we like to do is we like to go ahead and get it all cut up in little small pieces. And then we'll just put this right in the refrigerator while we're getting the rest of the ingredients together. And we keep it nice and cold. You don't want your butter to be room temperature or, coming up to temperature. You want it ice cold when you do your biscuits, okay? Right into our mixture here. And then we're going to cut it in with this pastry cutter. You want to tell them what they want it to look like, Shug?
Yeah, you just want to make sure it resembles some clumps or crumbles.
We're just cutting this in.
We're just going to do this until it resembles coarse crumbles.
Right. Anytime you're doing biscuits, this is what you want to do. Just mix it all up here with your little pastry cutter. Now you can do it with a fork. It just takes a little longer. These are just so handy. And when you got a little piece size or smaller, that's when you want to move on to the next step. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You want to take your pumpkin puree here and your buttermilk, which is 1.5 cans of pumpkin, right?
Yep.
And this is
1.5 cups of canned pumpkin.
Oh, yes, 1.5 cups of canned pumpkin. And this is what?
2/3 cup of buttermilk.
Right. And what do they do if they don't have buttermilk? What can they do?
You can just add a splash of apple cider vinegar.
You just want to mix that up. Yeah, there's no need to keep, if you don't have buttermilk already in your fridge, no sense. Just go grab you some apple cider vinegar and put a splash of that in. I think we put a nice hefty splash in there, and then just stir it up with a fork. And that'll make your same basic thing as a buttermilk for you. Okay, so we got him mixed up. We're just going to add that to our crumbles here. Oh, it shook.
And then we're going to just stir it in until it's nice and moistened.
Okay. Mix all everybody together here. Before we get this all mixed in, we want to make sure we have our 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and just a pinch of nutmeg in there. Had those sitting over on the side and forgot about them. So we're going to mix everybody together. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to turn him out on a lightly floured surface here. You just want to knead him, about, I don't know, 8 to 10 times. Okay. And you can pat him or you can roll him out with a rolling pin. Totally your call. To about 1 inch thick. Okay. And then you want to take your biscuit cutter. This one's about 2.5 inches. You just want to cut them. And then put them on your cookie sheet here. You should get about 12, roughly. About 12 of them. What I like to do with this last one, because he's always a wonky size, and sometimes he just looks silly. So I'll stick him in my little biscuit cutter here, and press him out that way. And then he usually comes out halfway decent. All right, so they're ready to go in the oven now. It's at 425, and it's going to go for how long?
18 to 22 minutes.
All right. Okay, guys, it's time to get those biscuits out of the oven. Okay, guys, biscuits are done. They're ready to be topped with whatever you would like to put on them. They're great just by themselves. Or what do you like?
I like to put that cinnamon maple butter that we just made on there.
Yes, so we have several little things here. We got our cinnamon maple butter. We got some cooked up bacon here, which is really salty and wonderful on this. And then we've got some honey, some all natural honey here, if you wanted to top it with some honey. It's actually wonderful as a sandwich. If you want to put some eggs on there and some bacon, maybe some cheese, the sweetness of the biscuit and the salty of the bacon and the eggs, absolutely wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So give it a go. Let us know what you think. And as always, guys, keep it simple
and fun.
Guys, do that cinnamon maple butter, a little slather of that, and some salty bacon. Oh my gosh. It is a life changer.
Also, subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss any of our fun videos. And share it with your friends.